Recording in progress.
Are we? We are. Okay. Good evening.
Jack should be online.
And Aaron's online.
Aaron's online.
Let's see if we have everybody.
Jack told me yesterday he was going to be joining online.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait, somebody's walking in the door. Aaron. No, it's a person. Okay. All right. We are the Lewes Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee. It is Tuesday, November 25th. We have two of our members online. We have Aaron Huertas. Well, we had, oh yeah, there he is. We have Aaron Huertas. And do we have Jack?
We're not sure if John Jay is Jack. Oh, yeah, that's Jack then. He just raised his hand.
Okay. We have Ray, Glenn, Tom, and myself here in person. We have an ex officio and our staff member. Before we jump in to the agenda tonight, we should do this, or I should do this every month. But I don't want tonight to go by for us to have our agenda and adjourn without addressing sort of my grace and gratitude towards all of you for the work that you do on this committee and as staff and Khalil as our ex officio. It's that time of year, the week where we talk about gratitude and Thanksgiving, so I wanted to make sure that I extend my thanks to all of you for everything that you do to support us, and wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Very kind.
Thank you, Mary.
Very kind.
Okay, our call to order and roll call and announcements. The only announcement I have tonight, and tell me if you need to get the hook out, and because I'm not allowed to do this, is that we have a couple of folks who will be rolling off at the end of this year, and we have an opening on our committee already. So that means that as of the first of the year, we'll have 3 openings on this committee. We have a rather robust work plan for next year, and we could really use some help getting that accomplished. So Julia, can I put you on the spot for a moment?
Yes, ma'am.
And just give a real quick overview of how folks can sign up if they're interested
Sure.
on the website. And then I know that there's sort of an interview vetting process, but if
Yes, Blue is actually pulling it up online right now.
Great.
So you go to How Do I? And you go over to Apply for Committee Applications. Once you click on that, it will bring you down to you choose which selection you're interested in, your contact information. That then goes to our city clerk, and the city clerk sends it out to the staff liaison, the ex officio for council, and the chairperson for the committee. And then they get vetted through you first, and then Khalil, as ex officio for council, will send it on to his colleagues on council and have them reach out. And if everyone's in agreement, then it gets put on mayor and council.
And they all, sometimes they all don't reach out.
Sure.
Depending, they may know the person or they
Right.
say defer to your judgment, but yeah, we try to at least make that offer for everyone to have an
Okay.
opportunity.
Yeah, it would be great. We kind of have a lengthy to-do list next year, and we've worked hard to figure out what that to-do list is, so it'd be great if we could rock and roll in that direction.
Yep.
Next item is approval of our minutes. I don't know if anybody has had a chance to take a look at them and if they have any edits.
I saw no issues.
Okay.
Did I?
Yeah, look fine. I would motion to approve.
Okay. Take a second.
Second?
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Awesome. We are approved. Thank you. Putting Julia on the spot again.
It's my lucky night.
Any updates on the bicycle council grant?
No, I do not have any updates.
Okay.
They have not reached out regarding any.
I know they weren't scheduled to make their decision until the first week of December, so that's next week, so we hope.
Oh,
Yeah, no. And we
still in
haven't heard
October.
back from GMB
no,
yet?
no.
Okay, so I guess we're kind of settled with whatever is
Correct.
our bid. Okay, thank you. Here we go. Can you give us, last we met, you had your first budget meeting?
Yes.
The next day? Do you want to give us a little?
Yes, we're currently in the budget process. Staff liaisons are meeting with the finance department, the city manager and the deputy city manager, and just putting together preliminaries. I believe right now I have requested for, it's for implementation of the bike plan. So the dollar amount, which still needs to be approved, looks to be about $30,000 is what we are hoping to get. And it was told during the preliminary meetings that we are looking to do signage, wayfaring, wayfaring?
Wayfinding.
Wayfinding, sorry. And did I say the bollards, and all the signs along the trails. So that is the direction that we are looking to move in.
Okay. So you need anything else from us right now?
No, not right now. No, and once we can start getting prices, like once everything gets approved and moves through the financial committee, it has to go there first, and then hopefully it'll be in budget hearings. I'm not really sure what your timetable is yet. I know March or February, and
Yeah, the second week of February, and usually about 3 or 4 or 5 meetings.
right.
Yeah.
So once we get that through, we'll be good to go April 1st.
Awesome. Anybody has anything, jump in, please. Jack, any updates on the bicycle-friendly community application? I think you have to take yourself off mute.
Hey, Jack, we can't hear you, but I can speak to it if you'd like. Oh, okay.
Hand signals work.
But you were going to tell us you
No,
were
you
reading
can't.
his lips.
He gave the hands up. So I can give a brief update, Jack, if you don't mind, because Jack and I spoke yesterday, or 2 days ago. We had to reach out to the Delaware Bike Council, and we're trying to find out our username, not Bike Council, where are we? I'm sorry, the Bike Friendly Community, yeah,
Cyclists?
thank
Okay.
you. We had to reach out to them to find out what our username is and our password, and to get access back to the account. So Jack had emailed them.
Great.
And he copied me. I'll be the staff liaison and through the city side. So once we find out, once they get back to us about, right, Jack?
So that, there you go. So at some point, we'll be able to see the application.
Correct.
And you'll
Right
be
now,
able to
we're-
share that
right.
with us.
Correct.
Okay. So we're making
headway.
progress. Excellent. Okay. Anything else on that from anybody? Okay. Next item in new business is, Blue, we have a couple of pictures. It's labeled 2nd Street. We had a conversation at our last meeting, just kind of talking about some of the things that were going on. I think we shared a picture of some bikes that were parked. And now, can you zoom that in at all, Blue? This sign has appeared on 2nd Street. And I've been getting some questions of, does that mean no bicycle parking on that side of the street at all? Where is it? Does anybody know how that sign got put up and who put it up?
I don't know how that got up. However, I do know there's been concern about people parking bikes in those yellow strips there, in that area there.
Okay.
And I know that I've heard concerns about that. I did not know that that sign was going up, and I'm just surmising that it's in relation to that, but we should probably find out, obviously.
Because at our last meeting, we shared a picture of a bunch of kind of larger bikes that were parked between the bench and the flower pot. As just sort of a first launch of our conversation about whether we will talk about parking on sidewalks, et cetera. It was just our first kind of foray into that. And then, like a secret Santa, this sign showed up. And now I am getting some questions about what we're changing about bicycle parking on 2nd Street. So
I will see what I can find out.
Yeah.
Is there any possibility that was done by the private homeowner? Because it looks like that's the driveway to the homeowner.
Well, the house is sold,
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's taken possession of the house.
and I don't think that property is theirs.
No.
That bump out belongs to
No,
the
no,
city.
it's the city, right. I just didn't know if maybe
Yeah.
that was an answer as to how it
Okay.
got
So
there.
how new do we think that sign is?
It's like within a week or two.
Uh,
Yeah. Okay. The second Secret Santa, I do not have a picture of, Ray, did you send me a picture? Maybe I forgot to copy. On Monroe Avenue, in the crosswalk that we've been talking, there is not a picture for it, Blue.
I
On
can-
Monroe Avenue at the crosswalk,
Yeah.
a silent policeman showed up, again mysteriously after our last meeting when we talked about the concern of safety on that crosswalk. We heard some positive feedback from some of the neighbors, and now
It's gone.
it has left us. So don't know who put it there, nor do we know who took it away. Appreciate the support, just trying to figure out, make sure we're all on the same page.
So a question on the sign that appeared. Would we like a different sign there or no sign?
Yes, the question is, we had talked about whether, when we get into the city ordinance conversations, whether we're going to talk about parking bikes on sidewalks downtown and what that looks like. So I don't know that we're really in a position to talk about whether we want signs or
Wondering
not.
how it got here.
Yeah, like before more signs go up.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, we don't know, but,
Yeah.
okay.
Monroe, silent police officer, now gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was there for like a week or more?
Yes. It was a short period of time. I mean, even, could have been even less than a week.
It says the speed limit,
No, it's like the crosswalk, right?
It's the-
Yes, yes.
Like by Lloyd's, the little guy that's in the crosswalk? Yeah, that's what it is.
It's stop for pedestrians. That's was written on it. And it sat right on the, I'm not sure if there was a center line, but if there was a center line, it was right in the middle.
Just different. Mhm. But then I think you ran into some folks who were positive about it.
Yes.
Felt that because we were hearing that folks are in a rush to get from Railroad Avenue to make the light at Freeman. So folks are kind of flying down Monroe, and then you've got the crosswalk there. So there was some concern.
Well, the couple that made the complaint about the speeding down there, I asked her, Dana, if she'd noticed any reaction, and she said that she thought that it had slowed down the traffic, thought it had helped. With a stop sign in the middle of the street, for pedestrians. But it's gone now. Yes.
Okay?
I will send some emails and see what I can find out.
Okay. And we'll see after tonight what appears. Who knows? All right, next item is a discussion on a email that was sent to our ex officio and forwarded on to us from Thierry, referencing the trail and sidewalk on Park Road and New Road. Everybody has read this email? Yes. Okay. We have some pictures. Actually, go to the third one. Ray gets credit for these pictures. There we go. That's probably a better one. Folks in the audience, are you all here for this subject or something else?
This one, isn't it? Listening about this.
Okay, I just want to, I'm not a big fan of waiting till the very end of our meeting to ask for public comment. So if you have something, raise your hand, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, we live right down from there, so.
Okay,
I'm a
okay.
listener.
Well, keep listening. Okay, anybody have any thoughts on this?
Where is that?
Park Road and New Road.
Road, yeah.
It's down by the dock.
I grew up here.
Do you know where the dock road is? And it's close to there.
Lou, can you pull up like the map?
Yeah, that's great.
So Park Road that goes out.
Google map, look at it.
Yeah.
Here we go. Go Pilot Town
Right, just show
to
me
New Road.
the crossroad.
You okay?
Okay, got it, okay.
On your way down New Road, Park Road's on your right-hand side. So I'll jump in only and to start the conversation. There you go. Blue, keep going if you can a little bit. Right there.
And
Perfect.
down a little bit, I mean, the question is down.
Yeah.
Well, actually, though, I'm going to propose, so go back up, no, right there, stay right there. I appreciate the email that we received addresses the westbound side, the bottom, where the trail comes out, and it is not directly across from Forecastle. But what I think is fair for us to talk about is, and I'm not sure that you can see it well, turn myself around here. So the trail itself, the shared use path, is on this side of Park Road. There is no trail on this side. So the trail is on this side of Park Road. It currently goes all the way to Pilot Town. So when you come down here, you have two choices. You can either go eastbound here on the trail that takes you
Almost
to Captain Circle, but not all the way. If you come back this way, there are piano keys that really need replacement across here, Park Road. Gets you down to this trail, which gets you almost to Forecastle, but not quite. So it's interesting that both sides of it really don't have good connections to the reserve at Pilot Town. So I appreciate that this is asking us to address this intersection, this crossing here, and to bring DelDOT into the conversation. But it would seem that we would be remiss if we didn't have the conversation about the eastbound side as well. Because it's a fair conversation for us to have now, because all of this was a part of the Canary Creek Bridge project. And if the bridge project had moved forward, all of this would have been replaced. But since it isn't, and to the best of my knowledge, it
Well,
doesn't.
it is going to move forward, it's just been delayed.
Correct,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
don't think it's imminent.
Definitely deleted.
No, they're still looking for mitigation property.
So I think we're years enough out that, at least my recommendation, we're years enough out that we should look into this. I don't know what this is.
I would, it would probably be two, I don't know, years, you're right. And there's two issues there. I actually think
Fine.
fixing the one that goes to Captain Circle would probably make more sense than if you draw it out, so there's one fewer road you have to cross. But I think that would address getting over New Road. But, you know, extending the trail and a crosswalk are two things that would be needed in one place or the other. But if we could make that happen, it would be useful before the Canary Road, before the Canary Bridge is in
Project.
place. So I would agree.
Well, we have on our to-do list is we are coordinating a meeting with DelDOT here in town regarding Gills Neck Road and that, which will bring the trail people here along with what I'm guessing will be traffic as well. So perhaps what we could do is just make an afternoon of it and get them to go out and look at this location as well. Ray, what do you think?
I see the concern. I've ridden this area. In fact, when we had our ride to work day you know, was there 50 of us or something crossed in this particular area and went down Park Road. It wasn't something like it was a glaring, you know, beacon flashing light that this was a problem. But I see the concern. It'd be nice if you could, you know, extend it a little further down so you could have a direct crosswalk in that particular area. But this, as far as overall problem area is concerned, this isn't super high on my list. But I see what the, you know, I understand the concern.
So what would be the kind of end in mind as it relates to New Road and the whole thing? Because it's quite choppy over there in multiple places, from running it and riding it. Multiple places. And the best thing to do is stay off New Road if you're on a bike, or running, frankly.
Well, I think the concern is that the Canary Creek Bridge project will solve a good bit of the multimodal traffic on New Road. But again,
whenever it's done.
it's out there a number of years. But I think what we also have is, you know, we talk about the reserve at Pilot Town as a low-stress streets, and so there are folks riding their bikes in there. And there is ongoing work along Park Road. You've got the master plan that was just completed for
Great Marsh Park.
Great Marsh Park. And again, get it, 30,000 foot, you know, it's not tomorrow, but it is the future. So it is folks that are moving across there, and it would, one of the questions is going to be, the city does not maintain that trail, to the best of my knowledge, unless you have a memo of understanding. It's not the Georgetown to Lewes, so it's not covered under that one. So depending on who maintains it, I mean, if you even look at the bollards, did you look at the bollards on this one? They're in an odd place.
Yes, yes.
So, you know, if one of our priorities is we're trying to bring consistency to Lewes and where the bollards are and signage and everything else, this falls into that category as well. So I would think that we want, you know, whether it's a priority or not, but if we're having the conversation and it's the same people, we could have it.
It looks like that they were going to put double bollards there, but it only ended up putting one, because it's off-center.
It is. Yeah.
So I don't understand. I think whoever, if they could have moved this over, because there is blacktop on this side of the street, move it over 10 or 15 feet so they could do a crosswalk and go straight over. Would that be ideal? No, but I think that at least you could have a crosswalk there. In this particular area here, this pipe there, I don't know whether that's a gas line or not. So I don't think you could go straight across.
I think, I don't know why we wouldn't at least have the conversation and find out what it is. We could then make a decision whether we want to make a recommendation to mayor and city council at that point. Julia, could we also find out, because one of the things brought up in this email was the speeding on that road, and know that that exists, know that the sign is out there. Could we get some statistics from the police?
Yeah, sure.
That might just help us as we move forward with whatever?
It justifies.
Yeah, what it might be? I mean, I don't know why we would just sort of disregard this. I think it seems fair to do a little due
Yeah, I'm trying
diligence.
to find out from somebody, because the thing, the project has been held up because of, they can't find
Wetland litigation.
wetlands to replace the wetlands that they have had to use. I do know Russ Huxtable, our state senator, has been working on, when we were on it, he hasn't disclosed which on particular wetlands. He's got something he's working on. I don't know how imminent it is. But I do know that that project was supposed to, I believe, begin in 2026 originally. And now I think it's been extended because of this wetlands issue. But if he's close to a wetlands resolution, I'd like to know,
Yeah. I
you know,
think-
like how, if
No.
it's going to be 3 years from now, it probably doesn't make sense to
Right.
do any work there because it's
Correct.
going to be, but.
So
you know.
maybe we all do our due diligence?
Yeah,
and-
just so we can, I mean, we're all going to probably get different answers from different people, but,
Well, but we'll collect it and come
Yeah.
back and see where we are, and if there's a
Yeah.
recommendation to be made,
yeah.
small, large, whatever it is everybody okay if we go in that direction?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Okay. Awesome. Anybody? Okay. Anybody, our friends on the screen? John, Aaron, Jack, Aaron? Anybody?
No strong feelings. Anything we can do to improve infrastructure there sounds great. It's, I think it all fits into having a west to eastbound way to get into downtown.
There he is.
This is great.
And a few words.
Perfect. He's got all the emojis going. Okay, last item on our list. We're rolling these days. We had talked about our December meeting. We didn't want to have it when it was regularly scheduled, a little too close to the holiday. So we asked to see whether December 16th was an option. December 16th is an option.
Correct.
I want to throw it out to you all to make sure that our committee members are available. And I wanted to just go over, and since it's on our agenda, we can actually have a conversation. As we're deciding whether to come together in December, what is really on our to-do list for that meeting. Depending on how much due diligence on this last conversation, we could include that. We need to propose a bylaw change even though I thought we did a good job with our bylaws last year, we omitted a reference to terms. There is no term language in our bylaws for our members. So what's happening is there are not consistent terms. Some, it's depending on how the motion is made at mayor and city council. And so it was recommended, Ashley, our city clerk, recommended that most of our, I think, committees have term language in their bylaws. So we go ahead and put term language in our bylaws. We have talked about that the ad hoc committee working on city code and ordinances, that we would talk about what changes we might have to make to them. We haven't even leapt into that conversation. Before we do that, we would distribute to all of you the city ordinances now with bicycles, pedestrians kind of pulled up out of it for you to look at. I don't know if everybody wants to think about doing that between now and December 16th. Might have some other things to do. We do have another communication that was sent to mayor and city council regarding a pedestrian recommendation on Pilot Town. So we would distribute that in advance and talk about that in December if we came together. So those are the things that I know right this moment we would put on the agenda, but I can't tell you, all of you, whether you think it warrants us coming together or not.
My feeling is that I think that we should go ahead and meet. I'm afraid that if we skip the December meeting, that we'll feel too far behind whatever else as far as waiting till January is concerned. I mean, it can be a short meeting or a long meeting, whatever else, but there may be some other issues that come up in the meantime. But I won't be heartbroken if we don't meet, so by the same token.
Glenn?
I'm available on the
Okay.
16th, and if we can make some progress, then I'm for it.
Awesome.
All good.
Okay. Aaron, Jack,
I'm here.
are you good for the 16th? There's that thumb. We're going to get you one of those things like they have at football games.
It's going to need sign
Playing
cards.
charades.
And Aaron, you're good for the 16th?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. All right, Cleo's the 16th?
I actually do have a conflict with
Okay.
a BB meeting.
Okay, are we okay meeting without you? Is that
Yeah,
okay
yeah.
with you?
As long as
I'll be here.
Julie's here, yeah, I can always.
I can be here.
Okay.
The only other question I'd ask you, Madam Chair, if I may, is there any historically, the last meeting of the year, any other administrative housekeeping kind of things for the year ahead, or everything you've outlined, essentially?
No. Our first meeting in January is the administrative meeting.
Okay.
So that's when we
Got it.
talk about chair and all the rest of the stuff is in January.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Any public comment?
Not for me.
No? Okay. Thank you for being
Thanks for
here.
being here.
I just, before we conclude, I hope I get this out correctly. It's rolling around up here. When we talk about the sign and silent policemen, I don't want it to be perceived as negative. Because in some ways, I'm taking that as though folks are hearing us, some of the things that we're talking about. And also, the recommendation from Thierry, the other recommendation that came in for us to talk about pedestrians on Pilot Town, that's great. You folks coming here tonight, please continue to do that. Because it's through that engagement and feedback that we get better at what we're doing, and we can find out what's important to people. So I'm really happy that we're starting to see some of that. So, on that note, I will take a motion to adjourn from someone.
Good point, first of all. I
Thank
agree with
you.
Yeah, I motion that we adjourn the meeting for tonight.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Bye.
You're good, folks.
Happy
Thank you.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.